crazy. This is so crazy. And I've got to show you this one as well. I'm not too sure about this one, but there is something is weird, right? A load of people have sent me this. It is the UFO seen in the background of SpaceX video feed during strange maneuvers. Doing strange maneuvers. Yeah, okay. So, look. Obviously, this is space.
You can see the spacecraft.
So all these debris, right? Yeah. However, watch.
Built by Thales Alenia Space receding against the blackness of space there, flying over.
Check this one out. I think it's this one.
The Indian Ocean between Madagascar and the eastern coast of Africa.
No, it's not
at an altitude of more than 1,300 kilometers. Eutelsat 10B is beginning a 15-year mission to provide broadband internet services to applications.
Ah, right there, bang. Watch this one. Okay.
Like internet.
Watch this. Watch this. It goes this way.
Services to
and then
applications
changes,
like in-flight Wi-Fi, maritime communications, and other.
It changes direction, and that's not the only one.
Types of users in a swath of the Earth from the North Atlantic to the Middle East.
Is it this one?
Eutelsat 10B will be extending its solar panels later on and beginning maneuvers with its plasma thrusters, its all-electric propulsion system.
Yeah. How does that? It shouldn't do that, right?
Maneuvers with its plasma thrusters, its all-electric propulsion system.
Now, I don't know much about space, but what I do know is when things are thrown in space, it goes into a straight direction, right? The only way that could have been moved if like, I don't know, you had a little like a spray can or something and just moved it into a different direction. Well, how does this move direction like that?
With its plasma thrusters, its all-electric propulsion system to reshape its orbit from the.
This is crazy. Where was that other one?
Your mission to provide broadband internet services to.
Look at that. That's
applications like in-flight Wi-Fi. Is beginning a 15-year mission to provide broadband internet services to applications like in-flight Wi-Fi, maritime.
I'm not too sure about it. There might be a logical explanation, but I thought that's weird. I just wanted to show you. Okay, a load of people have been sending me that, and for a good reason, I would say. Now, I've done a little bit of research on this next one. I'm not too sure if it's legit or it's just somebody that wants to jump on the bandwagon about the Miami Mall aliens. Okay, it's a big commotion in California, and this is what this guy says about it. Right? Listen to this. Aliens in our neighborhood.
Crazy, yo. It's the middle of the night, and we literally all saw an explosion, and then everyone in the neighborhood saw the same fucking UFO, bro. And now the fire department's here trying to figure out what the hell's going on, but nobody believes us. Like, we kept telling them, like, there's a fucking UFO that, like, came down. I heard a scream. I ran outside. I saw the explosion. My neighbor saw it. And apparently, it was pulling out of his house.
It was pulling somebody out of that house. This is what he's saying. I wanted him to sort of like interview other people and ask them if they. He's saying that everybody saw this UFO come down. There's an explosion. The UFO came down and then try to pull somebody out of a building. It seems so far-fetched. I'm not too sure. Right? And he says that everyone was recording it. I have not seen anything more on TikTok about it or any other social media. But you never know. More evidence could come to light.
It's fucking crazy. Anyway.
Did he say that's a UFO? Listen, in the background.
Anyway, crazy. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, I'll let.
Did he say it's a UFO? Listen.
Anyway, I'll let. Anyway, I'll let y'all know like what happens, but This is crazy. Like, we literally saw a UFO, all of us. If you didn't believe in aliens before, I don't know what to fucking tell you, man.
We didn't just set out to build the most secure, longest-lasting, retractable truck bed covers. We set out to build a bed cover that could keep up with you. Designed, engineered, and built here, with the same strength and ingenuity as the people that built them. Get the peace of mind and flexibility that only comes with a Paragon bed cover. Whatever road you're on, we've got you covered. Paragon, American-made and family-owned.
Opera GX. Trying to play a game while you're watching your favorite YouTuber on the side, and then boom, your game starts lagging because your soy boy web browser is hogging all your resources. I mean, look at this fatty. Everybody point and laugh. Opera GX, however, lets you say, enough. See this magical panel, right? This is where you can limit the amount of CPU or RAM your browser is using, boosting performance, taking your gaming to the next level. If that wasn't enough, they have GX Mods, located right here on your sidebar. If you want to go shopping for all of these delicious mods, you can find the store to do some browsing right here, letting you customize your browser down to the individual cells. You can change all of these things right here. I found this Deep Rock Galactic mod pack that replaces every single keyboard press with a gun sound. So now I always feel like I'm fighting back these glyphids. I also found a way to make it so every time I open a tab, it says, Call! Call! It even has sounds for closing tabs. Pretty sick. You can mix and match all of these mods to create a truly custom experience catered to your needs. So what are you waiting for?
What do you think about that, mate? If you know any more information, please send it my way, all right? Now, this video here, we're going to get into the grand finale in a minute, mate, okay? Because this, the end video, mate, is on another level. But this here is freaky deaky. 3 orange lights on a UFO that appear to be teleporting through the sky. Right? In May 2023, listen, look, watch. Yeah. Mate, imagine. See that again? Bang! What? Now, is that teleporting or is that flying at that speed?
How do you get your flashlight off? So you see it.
You can see it. Are they gone?
Mate, that's not CGI, because you can see how the lens is getting a lens flare from the light, right? The lens of the camera. Look, as he moves, you can see a lens flare. See, like you can see this lens flare. That's an actual light in the sky, mate. And then bang. Unless it's a big building and the light, mate, that's weird, man. That's weird. Okay, so the other day I did a video that everybody really likes. And if you haven't seen it, mate, I highly suggest you watch it because it's all about aliens, actual footage of alien creatures being interviewed, being pulled into their house, being worked on, looked at, recorded. It is like it's one of my proudest moments, I must say. Okay, right? But there's at the beginning of one of the videos was a really grainy old footage of somebody going through the forest, and he was coughing and spurting and stuff, and this is where he found the alien. Okay, but before that or after it, he recorded something that I couldn't make out until I saw it shrunk down in the editing software. But even so, even then, it seemed so difficult to make out. And I was saying, what is that? What is that? It was like a black triangle of some sort. And then I saw in the comments people saying, Ben, it's the alien spacecraft. And then the other day, somebody sent me this, a digitally enhanced image of this. But wait, because I'm going to show you something after I show you this photo. This photo is amazing, but the video footage is even more mind-blowing, right? Look at this. This is the original footage right here, yeah? Well, all of it is the original footage. But that seemed a little bit more like what I was seeing. Less that, like the quality was worse than that, right? But look at these pictures. How crazy is this? But if you think this is mad, mate, you wait to this next part, because I couldn't believe it. I'm like, part of me saying this is fake as F, part of me thinking this is crazy, because the actual footage of the alien like with this person like looking at it, moving it, it seems so real. It seems so legit. And even on my comments section, people were like, "This is crazy," actually, you know, because there's a lot of like alien autopsies and video footage and things like that, but this one in particular seemed really quite real. Yeah, even the way the skin moved and stuff. But this is the HD version of the craft that this kid saw. Now, I'm going to show you the video footage. Get ready, mate. Get ready. Here we go. Now, I'm going to talk about this in a second, but watch. Look at this. Now, I know if you had, like, look at it. Look at the material of it, mate. It's reflecting the sky and everything around it. Oh, I forgot it just flew off. What? Like the skeptics, I know, are going to be like, oh, you know, it's held there at CGI, but look. Wait. What the man. That's mad. So what I'm trying to think of is how that fits in with the footage, because the footage that I showed you about him taking home the alien or seeing the alien in the forest, right? It starts off with him coughing and sprouting and like, oh, like really sort of going crazy about what he's seen or what something's happened to him, and then he looks at the alien and starts recording it. And I think at the very end of the video shows you this black alien craft. So I don't know whether he saw that before, like he saw the alien craft hovering before the explosion and whatever happened, or afterwards. Did he have the alien already? And then he goes back to the craft and he sees it just flying off? Like, because that's got to be related to that video, right? Let me just quickly break that down, slow it down in my editing software. I know. It's I want to see it when it's reflecting the sky and everything around it. Oh, well, here we go. Mate, that legit moves, man. It doesn't just vanish. That legit moves. One. Boom. Boom. Is it me, or you can see some sort of mirroring, right? Is that me? It's literally just 2 frames. There's 2 frames. One, bang, gone. But look at the reflection of it all in that, mate. It's oh! Oh, God, mate, that's crazy. I don't know what it is, man. There you go, mate. So what do you think about that? Hey? Is it more proof that the UFOs actually exist? Or is it still just a hoax? Let me know. Thank you so much for watching, mate. And hopefully come over and see me tomorrow for the live stream of me opening up this stuff that you've sent me, mate. Because I can't wait. All right? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked it. Take care. Bye-bye.
And we're back in third quarter planning. Adams is quarterbacking this project, and she is looking pretty tired, Jill.
On this channel, we cover so much about aliens and UFOs, mate, and I'm telling you, you are going to be seeing on this video almost like this video is going to turn some skeptics into believers. I'm telling you, mate. I am a believer in UFOs and aliens. I just think that, I've said it before, it's mathematically impossible for us to be the only ones here in this universe. All right? And there is arguments saying that why aren't they here yet? Why have they landed? And all this sort of stuff. And I think that there's so many arguments about that. But one of them is, I think that so many people still think about human tech and what is possible and impossible. You've got to try and think about alien technology. And also, but okay, I could just go on for hours about why they haven't landed yet and said hello and high-fived us, or have they? And we just don't know about it. But anyway, hopefully this video is going to enlighten some people. But this is the wonderful thing about YouTube and the comment section, because you get one half saying, yes, I believe, and the other half saying, no, I don't. Let's keep it nice, but this video is going to be so good, right? Because I'm going to be covering aliens. You're going to see interviews, UFOs, and something that I missed, which I cannot believe, all right? Because I covered a video about a UFO, and I should have seen something, and I think it was actually sent to me because of that, and I didn't actually pick up on it. But it's absolutely mind-blowing what you're going to see come the end of this video. However, this entire video is going to be epic. So, first of all, we're going to be talking about the cigar-shaped UFO. A lot of people are talking about it. It was, I say not so much many people now, because it happened like a few weeks ago. But the reason I want to talk about it is because it links on to this interview back in 1976. It's crazy. So if you're into aliens and UFOs, mate, please subscribe, because we're going to be covering so much more of it. And check out my other stuff as well about UFOs, because I don't just talk about the up-to-date topics. I'm unraveling this as I go. I'm learning about it as I go. So forgive me if I get some things wrong, or I'm mistaken, or I pronounce things wrong, or I get wrong locations. Like I say, I'm learning about it, and I'm loving the journey. I really am, all right? So this is what the cigar-shaped UFO is. This is on Twitter or X. Right, check this out. Look at that. What in the Disco Inferno is that? Look. Boom. Imagine seeing that. And I see a lot of comments, especially on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that. And it's always, why are all these UFOs in America? Why are all these UFO sightings in America? Well, first of all, they're not. Right, a lot of it happens in Brazil. I've seen loads in Brazil, in Russia. It happens all over the world. But I just think that in America, it's such a huge country, and there's a lot of tech in the United States, where a lot of people have got cameras outside their houses, mobile phones, and things like that. I just think it's easily documented. Okay, like imagine seeing that, mate. Imagine seeing that. That, if you saw that in real life, it would legit change your thoughts on aliens and UFOs. I get a lot of comments and emails telling me, Ben, aliens aren't real; they're demons. Okay, so I'm going to be putting together a video about aliens actually being demons, other than extraterrestrials, right? And then this footage is even better. This is incredible, right? This is Brett Harrison Jones was out with his camera looking for nature when he spotted the pill-shaped object, otherwise known as, I would say, the Tic Tac. They're probably referring to the Tic Tac UFO, but this is slightly longer, so for the sakes of the video, I'm going to call it the cigar shape. All right, this is crazy. Spotted the pill-shaped object coming in and out of focus from his home in Guilford Country, North Carolina, 2 weeks ago, and this was 2019. But look at this, mate. This is amazing. Right, listen.
I have no idea. But I've shown it that's in real time, and then slowed down a little bit, and then I've taken some frame grabs so you can see that each end lights up individually. And it kind of goes from like a silver look to like a brass look. And then it also will flash. And the flash was bright enough to where I thought, before I could see it later, just with my naked eye, it just looked like it was something glinting in the sun. Like it was an object that was metallic with mirrors or something that was glinting the sun at me. It was late in the afternoon.
Mate.
And here I'm showing the just the non-cropped image slowed down so that you can get an idea.
Oh, the non-cropped image.
Yeah, of
look. Get the idea of the scale. Look. Mate, I'm sorry, but if you look at every single flying object that we have made, that just defies all, like, it doesn't even look aerodynamic. Right? I've said before, if you were going to make some sort of flying aeroplane, don't reinvent the wheel. Just moderate what we've already got. Wings, boosters, yeah? All right? This is mad.
Just the scale of it in the frame.
So that's your cigar-shaped UFO. And now this interview, mate, I've not seen the whole thing. I've seen the first, minute or two, and I was fully excited. And then I skipped to the very end. And what she says at the end, mate, was it's gonna freak you out. This is a couple in 1976. In 1976, mate, talking about a cigar-shaped UFO. A cigar-shaped UFO in 1976. And now we're seeing them there, right? A few weeks back, in 2019, and here, right? Check this. This is in England, okay? You'll know it's England in a minute when they start talking.
This is where we see the large orange light.
That's right, yes, we did. Yes, on their left.
On the left here.
Yes.
Then it disappeared, and I am coming up to it now. It appeared again here.
They're reenacting what they did.
It started hovering down below the back of these trees and the hedges here.
So it's
We came on down the road for another quarter of a mile, maybe a bit more. We turned sharp left to come into Chilcombe Lane. It's a bad bend, isn't it? Going down this lane, and we were doing about 20 miles an hour, maybe 20, 25 miles an hour. Done about 70 yards down. All of a sudden, this car suddenly went crazy. It just leapt off the road to the right, and the engine started to rev. We hit the grass verge, which is a very wide grass verge, about 15 yards wide.
Do you hear what he says? The car went crazy. It swerved off to the right. The car started revving like mad. And how many times have you seen it in films where the electrics in a car goes down, or it just breaks down, and all of a sudden this UFO comes along and abducts the people and stuff like that? It's weird, right? But these movie producers, they get their information from somewhere.
And we were heading towards the high edge, so I grabbed the steering wheel as Mrs. Bowles was fighting with it, and suddenly the car straightened itself. We came down the grass verge for about 10 to 15 yards, and we came to a stop. And it was though we'd hit an invisible barrier, which it gave, because it didn't throw me forward into the seat, but it gave and then brought us back to our normal stopping position.
That was when we see...
Well, then yes.
That was when we see what I shall say a cigar-shaped object hovering in front of us. Inside were three figures.
Yes, they had like a cockpit in the cabin was in the front of the cigar-shaped thing. And was lit up, but not glowing.
I know this off the topic, but I love those accents. Those accents are great.
Lit up. It was a very easy light to look at.
It was hovering. It had either steam or vapor coming out like gas jets.
Mate, this is so damn weird. And again, like I say, what she says at the end, mate, will freak you right out.
Then I see one of these figures get out of this thing, this object, and it started walking across towards me.
No.
Now, as it was walking across towards me, I heard a whistle.
Which I didn't hear.
It's like a whistling kettle starting to whistle. Now, he had on like a boiler suit, but it was with a polar neck collar.
Mate, this connects. Oh my God. I did a video a while ago. I think it was in the video was not set in, but the video was from it was in the 70s again, I think, or early 80s. And it may have been the 80s. And she was talking about what do you guys call it again? Oh man. The blonde-haired, pale skin aliens. And what she said then about the what they were dressed in is very familiar, very very similar to what that other woman was saying. Listen.
Had a seam down on his right-hand side. As he walked across, he come to my window. He put his arm on the roof of my car and looked in. Now, he was a tall man, roughly 6'1", 6'2". He had pink eyes, which were very piercing.
Pink eyes? That's the same as what, mate? What? Oh my God! Hang on a second. I know you're gonna get upset with me, but I've got to find out what these what they're called. These aliens with blonde hair. Nordic aliens. Is she talking about Nordic aliens? Because the Nordic aliens, some people refer to them with pink eyes. Mate, I'm on it. Let's go.
He had sideboards and a beard which met. He looked in at me, then he looked at Ted. After looking at Ted, he looked at my dashboard. And as he was looking at the dashboard, my car engine started up.
No way.
Now, the car ignition keys was turned off. And as the engine started up of my car, my headlights were 4 times powerful than what they normally are. It was just like a glow of white.
Oh my God.
I see a movement of this figure. Oh, by the way, I grabbed Ted. And I said, no, Ted, don't get out, because he wanted to get out. And I just literally wrapped my body around Ted. And then I opened one eye, because I'd had my eyes shut. And I opened one eye and I said, look out, Ted, he's going round the back to you. I see a movement, thinking he was going round the right, all the way round my car. Ted looked over his left-hand shoulder to have a look around to see if he was coming round. And my words were, don't open the door, Ted, don't open the door. But while Ted was looking round and me huddled to him with my eyes closed, the figure disappeared with the object.
Oh, F you. No way. Mate, this is mental. This is mental.
After it gone, after a few seconds, which seemed hours to us, Ted said, well, let's go. Oh, he asked me if he could drive. And I said, not likely. It only meant because it meant me getting out of my car. I put it in first and started off, but we could not move. It was as though as we were still hitting an invisible barrier. Well, I put her back in neutral and waited for a few seconds, and then I started off again. And we went off perfectly normal in the car. On the Monday, when I got...
This is the bit that I may have listened to right near the end. I thought it was a bit closer to the end, but mate, listen.
Got up. I had a rash on my face, down my neck, and along onto my shoulder.
Which side?
On the right-hand side. It was all like blotchy. It could have been a nerve rash, or it could have been where that gentleman was stood by my window.
Oh my
Incidentally, since this happening, I have had a telephone call from a person from London telling me on no account am I to say anything to anyone about this, what we've seen, because I should be having a government official come round to see me.
Hey, what? What? That's like a mic drop, right? Holy moly, man. I don't know what it is, man. I just find, especially back then, like, would you risk your own sanity and what people say about you and things like that with a story, an elaborate story like this? What? I mean, it might not be aliens, but it's fucking. It bloody sounds like it.
And after all, this is England, and this is a free country, and I will speak and say what I want, which is the truth.
What do you reckon? Thank you so much for this person that sent me that interview, mate. That was absolutely amazing. This is somebody that somebody sent me again. There is a YouTube video of it, but I've got this on End Times Productions. Listen, this is freaky, man. So, Area 51 employee calls Art Bell on Coast to Coast AM and tells him everything. This is one of the most legit UFO whistleblowers ever. I don't know when this was. I don't know when it was, but tell me what you think about this. Do you think it's legit or not?
She's different from the others. She's a witch.
There's something inside of me that I can't.
On the air, hello.
Hello, Art.
Yes.
Hi. I don't have a whole lot of time.
Well, look, let's begin by finding out whether you're using this line properly or not.
Area 51.
Yeah, that's right. Were you an employee or are you now?
A former employee.
Former employee.
I was let go on a medical discharge about a week ago, and I've kind of been running across the country. Oh man, I don't know where to start. They're gonna they'll triangulate on this position really soon.
So you can't spend a lot of time on the phone. So give us something quick.
Okay. Okay. What we're thinking of as aliens are they're extra dimensional beings that an earlier precursor of the space program made contact with. They are not what they claim to be. They have infiltrated a lot of aspects of the military establishment, particularly the Area 51. The disasters that are coming, the military, I'm sorry, the government knows about them. And there's a lot of safe areas in this world that they could begin moving the population to now, Art.
But they're not doing anything.
They are not. They want the major population centers wiped out so that the few that are left will be more easily controllable.
Discharge.
I started getting.
Oh, right. Wait, that's giving me the chicken, that is. So apparently he called back and he said he made it all up. So
did you hear? Now you tell me because you were listening.
That was awful strange.
There was a really weird guy on the air when it went off?
Yeah, real weirded out.
Like going sort of sounding paranoid, schizophrenic.
Like crying and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the argument would be like, you know, obviously he's been medically discharged. For what? Why was he medically discharged? Because he's making stuff up. He's hallucinating. He's just off his head. Like, you know, that could be a legitimate story to back this up, like, where it's just all completely fake. I mean, he sounded quite freaked out though, right? That's pretty weird. But when she started saying about keeping your mouth shut, it just made me think about that. But again, like all this could be complete and utter bull. We don't know. And I like to try to keep an open mind about that. Just because I believe in UFOs and aliens, I don't want to go down that like deep dive and go like everything that I hear and everything I see, I totally believe in, right? Because all you do need is somebody to sound erratic, call up and say, yeah, this is it. Like do you know what I mean? Like that could be anything. There's no proof. It's just an allegation. All right. But talking about aliens, all right. So I wanted to. This is mad. All right. I've got a couple of videos here showing, well, 2 aliens, clear as day. When I say clear, one of them's clear as day. And then on the final video, I'm going to show you something that I missed ages ago, which was like mind blowing. Which also sort of it correlates with the interview in 1976, where she says that she sees these people, these aliens, in a cockpit. But this is the first one that I wanted to show you. This is a long time ago, and I think I remember seeing this maybe when it first came out. Maybe not when it first came out. Years and years and years ago. So it's still quite fresh. It's not fresh in my head. It's still hazy in my head. But looking back on it, it's like I remember it in real time. So Dr. Jonathan Reed, Alien Encounter, 15th of October, 1996. I think, like I say, I've skipped through it, but I think this is where this person finds an alien out in a forest somewhere and brings it back home and looks at it, right? And I think it's wounded or injured or something. But what's quite weird is what it's dressed in again. This thing's dressed in what these people in 1980s and 1970s were talking about, right? Check this out. Like, I don't know. He doesn't talk, so I don't actually know why he's so out of breath and clearly shaken up. Oh. He sounds like he's hurt or sick.
What the hell? Really, he even got some damn molly or something.
Nauseous. What is that?
Come on, work. Fuck, don't.
What makes me think why this camera's mate? I think the reason why the camera's not working is because what we said about earlier with electrics just not working when there's alien life form around, right? Maybe. Or this is just complete and utter hoax. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Is that grass? You start seeing images, little clearer images, and you can start picturing what's going on in a minute. It looks like he's in a forest. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What is this here? What is that? Is that something hovering? Or is that the body? Look at this now. So he's wrapped it up in that spacesuit stuff. That thermal thing. Or is it just tinfoil? Mate, legit. That is what that is wearing. These spacesuit type things, like a wetsuit of some sort. You know, what she was saying back in the beginning of the video. I would love somebody to enhance this video and color correct it. You know. He moves ahead in him.
These motherfuckers and went and bought a bunch of that goddamn popcorn. The little foil box. They ain't fooling nobody.
In that. Oh my god, mate. Is that blinking? Or is that just a digital glitch? Blurred out? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on here. I think it's just really bad quality, right? Like, I'm trying to keep an open mind. It's either real or it's fake, right? You can't get in between. Mate, would you touch that? Is he opening his mouth? He's opening his mouth. Is he opening his eyes? Oh my god. Look, he's opening his eyes. He's just opened his eyelid. I think that's blood of some sort. Doing? Oh, look. What is that? Oh, so that's like a flap of skull or something he's just sort of like lifting up. Is it? That's where it's hurt itself. That's the wound. Oh my god, mate. But the way he's moving the neck, it just seems like it's moving very well. It doesn't look fake. It doesn't, you know, when you sort of twist synthetic material, it sort of wrinkles, right? But this isn't wrinkling. This is moving like skin.
3 reasons to never use Opera GX. First, don't use Opera GX if you want to slow down your PC while.
Doctor, when did you hear that scream? Well, after a few hours had gone by and I had called Gary back.
Look at the veins.
And he had calmed me down from crawling practically around the ceiling.
You could tell as well. So if he'd opened his eyes, this eye would be massive, right? And the mouth there, oh my god.
We both went out to look again, and I figured, we went out and looked. We did the same thing. I opened the freezer so that I could know that I was not imagining this. And the same thing happened. And when the freezer was opened, this thing let out a scream like I have never heard before. It literally, the force of the sound made you feel like something was pushing against your chest.
Oh my God. So this thing wasn't dead? Is that what? They put it in a freezer. And then when they opened up the freezer, it screamed.
The air around it as it screams actually bubbles and moves.
It felt like the air was moving.
What?
God.
And at that time, it was just, open and closed. And later on, I felt like I had to try to document this.
Of course.
So I took my camera and I took the recorder and I turned it on and I again opened the freezer, and that's when I recorded this sound.
Would you play the sound for us once again, please?
Yes, I will. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Here it comes.
Oh my God, mate. Oh my God. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my God, mate. Oh my God. Do you know what that reminds me of? The Fourth Kind. The movie The Fourth Kind, when it just goes and starts talking. Oh, mate. Oh my God. I'm so glad I watched this. Right? Again, it could be fake as F, but I'm loving it.
Oh my God, that's awful. Oh God, that's awful. How did you stay dry?
I didn't.
Really?
Oh my goodness gracious me. What is that? Is that what they're talking about, the freezer? I'm not connecting that. I'm not connecting how, what that is. They obviously went to this forest, saw this thing, whatever that is, saw the alien, took it back, unraveled it. It recorded it, but when was it that they opened up this freezer? I can't imagine a freezer being in the forest and you open it up and there's an alien in there, you know? Was it dead when they found it in the forest? It's so confusing. maybe you guys know the story. Is that a hole? Is that a box? Is that a... What is that? Is it a ship? Is that a ship? Or is that where the... Is that like a coffin of some sort? Whatever it is, that material looks really weird. It looks like marble of some sort, or like a resin. What is this? That's what they found? Take note of those symbols, mate. Is that... Oh, that's for the wrist. That goes around the wrist. It's a dog. So, there's this video here that went around like I mean, it was re-uploaded. I think this is really old. I'm not too sure. When I saw it, I was like, it's too good to be true. Yeah? But the reason I'm showing you it is because there's things about it I want to talk about that scream real, right? This is an interview or some sort of interaction with an extraterrestrial, right? Tell me whether you think, and remember, right at the very end of this, after this video, it's going to be the last video, I'm going to talk about something I missed, which is absolutely mind-blowing, okay?
See y'all next time. Comment. I couldn't get that out. Comment. Make sure y'all let me know how y'all like that.